Yeah, when it comes to fast estate cars, we all love them, particularly stuff like Audi's RS6, mainly because it's got the same V10 engine as a Lamborghini, except with twin turbos. But when it comes down to it, it's a very expensive way of ruining your dog.
Here's Jason.
Yes, what we're racing this week are two fast dog carriers that are less than half the price of an RS6. The new Passat R36 is the fastest accelerating production Volkswagen ever. It gets to 62 miles an hour in just 5.8 seconds and costs 32,000 sterling English pounds. The Audi A4 3-litre TDI costs £1,000 less, but it's equally sporty. Its 3-litre turbo diesel engine is smaller than the Passat's 3.6-litre petrol, but it's got a shed-full more grunt. Now, this is a battle between petrol power and diesel torque, and we'll start with the VW.
Now, this Passat R36 has got nearly 300 brake horsepower and nearly 260 pounds for the torque. Now, at 1,740 kilos, it's a heavy car. It's very nose heavy, especially with this V6 up the front. And you can feel that, especially on the brakes. There's a big weight transfer. One thing I do like is the DSG gearbox. Almost instantaneous gear changes. It's got an ESP system on there, which, if it senses you going a bit too fast, it might grab an inside wheel and give it a bit of a tweak, and that just upsets the line, because I want to be able to flick the car a little bit and it won't let me do it. Probably a good thing, really, bearing in mind you might have a big Alsatian in the back. Right, so, let's see how fast she goes over a flying lap.
Start the clock.
Good grip through there. It's lazy though, the car feels very heavy and roll. I feel like you've got to turn in very early to kind of wait and coax it into the corner. Tell you what, they're not going a straight line.
The Passat crosses the line in 45.9 seconds.
I don't think that's bad for a big old bus.
Let's see what the Audi can do.
Now, when you're on the move, you wouldn't know this was a diesel. It's very smooth, very refined. I actually prefer the engine. Less gear changes, easy to drive, plenty of grunt. Now, like the Passat, this Audi is also four-wheel drive, but this time it's a 60/40, so it should feel a bit more like a rear-wheel drive. Right, let's see if we can get a good oversteer here. Now, this Audi is 52 kilograms heavier than the Passat, but actually feels lighter in your hands. It's more nimble, it's much more neutral on the limit, more engaging, more fun.
But is it as quick? Start the clock.
So first, fast chicane, good position through there, little brake, flick it in. Rear comes round, we like that, little lift. Rear comes round, we like that again. This is the driver's car.
At the first split, it's an absolute dead heat.
Big test over the crest. Let's see what we like here. Bit of oversteer, lovely work.
At the second split, the Audi has fallen just a tenth behind. And it crosses the line in 46.1 seconds, just 2/10 behind the Passat R36.
I can't believe how close that diesel Audi got to the fastest Passat they've ever made.
There was literally a gnat's whisker in that.
Anyway, that's it for this part.